What's up, everybody? Start playing some of The Witness again. See where I left off. Okay, so if you're not familiar with this game, it's a puzzle game by Jonathan Blow. It is pretty fun, actually. I've really enjoyed it so far. This is probably a few hours in. I don't really know how well I'm doing in the game, but I've been enjoying it so far. Let's see, I'll kind of walk you through. I'm in a weird area right now that I just discovered. So, this is the world, I guess. The Witness world. Heavily influenced by the game Myst. So, where you start out is... Let's see if I can find it. It's kind of back here. Yeah. So we'll just follow this path kind of back to the starting area, and I'll kind of walk through it real quick. Anyways, the game is absolutely beautiful. I really like the aesthetics. Looks really nice. And we're making our way to the beginning of the game. So when you first wander into the game, you're kind of presented with a really simple, easy to solve puzzles. So the first one is just this, right? You're stuck in this long tunnel. You come all the way down here, and you're just presented with this. So you just kind of click on it, drag it over, you solve it, the door opens, you come out here, and then you're kind of presented with more obscure ones. So after that, the first thing that you see is this puzzle here, and you have like a bunch of wires running all over the place. And I'm not really going to show you guys anything else around here because kind of spoil. I mean, this is going to be a pretty spoil heavy stream, I guess. So, anyways, I would just check that out. The next thing that happens is you approach this, and I'm not going to go in there right now, but basically it's a puzzle that here, I'll just show it to you. So there's all these elements in this puzzle, right? And there's some stuff underneath it that you will later find out how to solve. But basically, like the next puzzle that you run into, you can't solve. Like you just don't have the skill set yet. And something that this game does really well is it kind of presents puzzles to you that you can't solve at first. So next, come over here and you find all these, you solve them. I don't think they unlock anything. I think it's more just for teaching purposes. Then all these are the same. So even though you solve all of these, you're still not really presented with the skills to solve that puzzle back there yet. So after all that, I went down here and I completed all of these puzzles and unlocked a bunch of stuff over here. There's more stuff, more puzzles over there. You can see all these wires kind of light up, lead you to more puzzles that also have wires and unlock doors and do crazy things. So we'll kind of get into this part over here. If you haven't played this game, you don't want to see any spoilers, I definitely would stop watching. So more puzzles, you see like this wire's connected to this door, opens it up. Over here, same thing, wires from down there. More puzzles down there. I'm not going to show you the answers. So you can see how much crazier some of these things start to get. Let's see, more over here. This one was particularly difficult. I don't know if you can tell, but the line starts fading away almost completely. So, it's pretty cool. Over here, these are interesting puzzles as well. Struggled with these for a little while. So, more over here. These are interesting puzzles as well. Struggled with these for a little while. So, more puzzles down there. 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 More puzzles showed you already, like a really brief overview of like all the puzzles I've kind of solved so far. These. Alright, so let's make my way back to where I was. Some of these puzzles were up here, some that I just solved yesterday. These were pretty interesting. Yeah. So this kind of just powered up all of this stuff. Keep following it back. It just leads back there. And where I just was inside of this windmill house. Haven't really solved any puzzles over there. I guess we didn't really show you what the light is that's shooting across all the way to over there. So I'll just leave that for you to figure out unless we come across another one during the strategic out. Anyways, yeah, I'm not really sure the purpose of this yet, but the way, like, I can switch this, right? See these dots? I have to be able. I can't solve this puzzle by connect all of them. I don't really know which way it's supposed to spin right now, and I don't really know the significance of it. But if I select one way or the other, the windmill will start spinning in that particular direction. So it will stop spinning this direction and start spinning the other one. I think, at least. Yeah, not sure. Anyways, looking back down to where it was. So I just opened this up, and there was a shit ton of panels down here. And this looks familiar, actually. Oh man. I'm gonna... Fortunately, I have to run all the way back. I need to get something, and I think that makes sense when you see it. Basically, that one of those doors had this pattern that looked very similar to that. The door in the very beginning where you couldn't figure out the puzzle had a pattern that looked very similar to those shapes, so I'm gonna go take a look at it, maybe write the pattern down, and see if that helps me solve that puzzle. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna write this down, just because I'll probably forget it by the time I get over there. Let me grab pencil. Let's see here. Whoa. So you kind of get this circular shape over here. So memorization in this game does kind of play a big role, I guess. I don't really play too many puzzle games, but this one has been very fun. And I can't really remember how the comb-shaped thing looked, so we kind of wrote it down. Hopefully I'll remember this. I might have to run all the way back. Try to solve this again. It's kind of interesting shape. Oh yeah, so just so you know, you can't, like, this game blocks you from, like, falling off the edges of things. Alright, back towards the windmill house. back down, but I have a feeling that we might have to go back down. Oh, look, it stopped it. Interesting. So, maybe I will put it the other direction. See, this will start spinning it, I believe. Yeah. That must do something else interesting. I don't know what that does. I think I heard something like kick on. I don't know if that was the... I don't know. I'm not sure if that was the window. Anyways, okay. Alright. Well, I think it starts up here. Oh, shit. Okay. It's like it's almost reversed. I think it was on this side. Now it's from a different perspective. I don't think this is where we start. So let's see. Side over here. Maybe. So if I inverted this, let's see, I'm kind of drawing this out here. Flipped it over, yeah, okay. Oh no, I might have to run all the way back. Nope. Well, I don't know if that actually did anything. It doesn't appear that it did anything at all. Ooh, but these I can solve. Oh, I haven't seen these before. I don't know what they do. Interesting. Okay, that's not gonna work. I don't know actually what these do down there. I haven't seen puzzles like this before. I would assume that this probably unlocks something for me to be able to I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe it unlocks these puzzles over here, these panels, in order for me to be able to solve those. Oh, look at this. What's this? Oh, I've seen some of these before. I'm not exactly sure how these work. I don't really know. Am I supposed to wrap around it this way? There's really only a few ways to solve it. Yeah, I haven't really quite figured out how to solve those ones properly. This one's still kind of bothering me. I don't really know if that did anything. Let's see if I just... Okay. I think that particular pattern does have something to do with how this puzzle is solved, but I just... Is that it? Or is it the reverse? No, that's definitely not it.
That's no better a solution than any of the others, is it? So, in the end, have we learned anything from this look at why the world turned out the way it did that's of any use to us in our future? Something, I think. That the key to why things change is the key to everything. How easy is it for knowledge to spread? And that in the past, the people who made change happen were the people who had that knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings. Today...
That's very, very interesting. So there must be clues inside this video. This is how to start it.
Well,
this
that's no better a solution than any of the others, is it?
Okay, I get it.
So, in the end, have we learned anything from this look at why the world turned out the way it did that's of any use to us in our future? Something, I think. That the key to why things change is the key to everything. How easy is it for knowledge to spread? And that in the past, the people who made change happen were the people who had that knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings.
It's going to take a look at the stream real quick. See how it's doing.
That knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings.
It's going to take a look at the stream real quick. See how it's doing.
That knowledge, whether they were... Today,
All right.
the people who make things change, the people who have that
It's
knowledge,
a little low. Didn't know that.
are the scientists and the technologists who are the true driving force of humanity. And before you say, what about the Beethovens and the Michelangelos? Let me suggest something with which you may disagree violently. That at best, the products of human emotion,
Interesting.
art,
I like how that goes.
philosophy, politics, music, literature, are interpretations of the world that tell you more about the guy who's talking than about the world he's talking about. Second-hand views of the world, made third-hand by your interpretation of them. Things like that, as opposed to this. Know what it is? It's a bunch of amino acids, the stuff that goes to build up a worm or a geranium or you. This stuff's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it.
Not sure if this has any relevance.
This scientific
It
knowledge
must
is
play.
hard to take because it removes the reassuring crutches of opinion, ideology, and leaves only what is demonstrably true about the world. And the reason why so many people may be thinking about throwing away those crutches is because, thanks to science and technology, they have begun to know that they don't know so much, and that if they are to have more say in what happens to their lives, more freedom to develop their abilities to the full, they have to be helped towards that knowledge that they know exists and that they don't possess. And by help towards that knowledge, I don't mean give everybody a computer and say, help yourself. Where would you even start? No, I mean trying to find ways to translate the knowledge, to teach us to ask the right questions. See, we're on the edge of a revolution in communications technology that is going to make that more possible than ever before. Or, if that's not done, to cause an explosion of knowledge that will leave those of us who don't have access to it as powerless as if we were deaf, dumb, and blind. And I don't think most people want that. So what do we do about it? I don't know. But maybe a good start would be to recognize within yourself the ability to understand anything, because that ability is there, as long as it's explained clearly enough. And then go and ask for explanations. And if you're thinking right now, what do I ask for? Ask yourself if there's anything in your life that you want changed.
Man, this is
That's
deep.
where to start.
this is... So there must be a clue in here somewhere that I'm not picking up quite. Oh my god. I feel like a crazy person right now. I feel like there's like something hidden inside this video that I'm not quite picking up. That is kinda... Actually, that right there to the right looks very
Opposed to
familiar.
this. Know what it is?
So,
It's a...
interesting. So this pattern thing over to the left, not the right, where the, I don't know exactly what that is, but it looks familiar. I think I've seen some panels that kind of look similar to that somewhere else in this world. But they keep showing this. I don't know. Just be some video that's not really related, so I think I might try to move on, maybe come back to this at another point in time. Okay. Well, don't know if that really unlocked anything for me. Don't think so. Didn't really learn anything from that either. Don't really know how to solve these. Alright, well. Let's see if I can try to figure this out. I already did this pattern too. Huh. What does this want me to do? So this want me... I think I just did that too. I believe... See, I'm not sure why... Whoa. Did you hear that? I don't know if that was just me stepping onto something and it... Maybe it was, I don't know. I felt like I heard a door flip or something. Anyways. Alright. Not exactly sure how or why I served that, or solved that. Yeah, interesting. Well, okay. Let's leave that there for now. I guess I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna check one area to see if I can... One area I unlocked earlier to see if there's any of those patterns that look very similar to that. Maybe... Let's see. Come out and there's gonna be a meteor that hit the world. Nope, everything looks the same. That thing's spinning. Water looks really cool. I don't really... There's some stuff over here that I have looked at that I'll come back to that if I can't solve some more of these other puzzles, but I want to go double check this. I've solved all these. These are actually pretty fun and interesting puzzles. There's some more over there, so I'll show you what I was talking about that kind of looked familiar to me. Let's see. So in that book, there's kind of these patterns over here that look kind of a little similar to the way that the pattern inside the book look. I'm not exactly sure how to solve them yet. Might have to do with some of these symbols on the ground. Not exactly sure. So these guys kind of look... I'm not exactly sure what to do with them. There's some more down there. Yeah. Anyways, come back to these because I have no idea what to do. Huh. This is interesting as well. It's kind of out of place. Anyways. Alright, back to the area I wanted to originally go out. I just wanted to show you guys that. So So, yeah, I can't go down there yet. Oh, actually, I think I know what that is. So that means that I have to solve all those. Okay. Okay. Not exactly sure what these are. Okay. So I want it over there. Okay. Yes. Alright. So like I said, I unlocked this portion yesterday. Not exactly sure if it plays a role in anything particularly. These patterns, not exactly sure what they are, if they have to relate to that side. Yeah. Looking for something useful. Something. I'm not sure that this is what I am looking for. Okay. Well, this might be meaningless to me at this point. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna move on to some other puzzles since I can't. These must have some meaning to it. I'm not exactly sure what yet. Anyways. Hold on 1 second. Alright. Let's see.